right, everyone. When we start these, we always like to make sure that audio and video are working. So a thumbs up or it's all good in the chat will let us know before we start jumping right into it. All right. I have heard from the voice in my head. If you have joined us before for these, you know it is live with Lisa and Owen. But guess where Owen is? He's only in my head. He's an actual person. But yes, I can hear him, and it seems like we were good. So hello, welcome, happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for joining the live stream today. We're going to be talking about some new features that have gone out in this last portal update. There's a few things we just kind of want to introduce to you. And of course, we like to have this conversation with our customers. If you have questions or comments or anything like that, please put them in the chat. We have someone in there monitoring it right now, and we will be addressing those as we go through this. So I think this is a perfect time. We just kind of jump right into what we're going to talk about today. All right, so over here, you'll see I am going to start in, actually, I'm going to start in the main portal. I'm going to start over here with some of the features that are now part of your portal. One of those being the ability right here to go ahead and slide those groups right out of the way so that you have more real estate as far as when it comes to thumbnails, or excuse me, list view and thumbnail view, so that you can go ahead and if you click on that, it's going to slide it back over. And also speaking about that, I'm going to switch portals for just a moment because I wanted to show you also when a new feature that we have, when you go into thumbnail view, it's going to auto resize those thumbnails to the best fit for your monitor. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh this so you can see what that's going to look like. You may have noticed this already as you've been using your portal. Once I go into thumbnail view, see how it kind of resized those thumbnails to make it a much better fit for how you're going to view it in this side. So that is a really neat feature to have. You know, again, just to make it a lot more user-friendly as far as the UI of your Senso portal. Okay, one of the other things that I kind of wanted to talk about, now this is a feature that has been there for quite some time, but it's one of those I don't know that people really realize that it's there, and it's the ability to create ad hoc pin groups. So you can come in here and you can create a pin group very easily that then you can have users choose that pin and on their device and be able to join that group. If you something just on the fly, you need to have a certain set of users in there, and at the end of it they can stop and fall out of that group. So that's just something I wanted to address. That may be something you didn't even know was there, but it was in my notes actually that I wanted to talk about with you guys today. Okay, so let's go back and let's talk about some of the big features on this side of it in the admin area. One of the features or changes that have been made is in the messaging center. This was previously tied to our Twitter account, and now we have changed that. It's going to be those Senso messages coming from us. You usually see them up here. These that you see here, we've got some firewall rule amendments. Whenever we have any new videos or anything that we would like to share with our customers, you can have the information right here in this messaging area, or you can go up to the top and you'll see that sometimes you'll have like a number up there with a little icon that'll let you know you've got some messages from us. Okay, so within here we have a series of really big releases that I'm going to jump into. One of those is going to be a new feature within the data sync for Microsoft Teams. You now can look at within your Microsoft Teams the ability to do security group mapping. So in here, you can authorize Senso to look at your Azure AD, and what this is going to do is it's going to look at security groups within there and automatically create Senso user accounts that will then be assigned to a specific role. So here you would create a role within Senso that would have the permissions, the sites they need to see. It is the general setup for roles like that, and you can see you can have a lot of different types of roles, and then you can actually tie that to a security group so that when you put users into your Azure AD into that security group, it's going to go ahead and do that security group to role mapping, create the users for them, and then they will automatically, when they join or log into Senso the next time, they will have all the permissions that you've set in that role. So that is really, really cool. I think that's a nice, the next step in your Microsoft Teams integration, and that is definitely something we wanted to showcase in this live stream. So also, in Microsoft Teams monitoring, we have a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. One of those, again, you can have domain mapping or group mapping in here. Again, we've added that group mapping on both sides. That this is for sites. This is really just for filtering those logs. So the logs that are coming in from the Teams chat monitoring, you can then filter them down into specific sites. And then in the role area for your users, you can then limit what sites they can see. So this is really just for filtering of that information from Teams chats. And also, I wanted to showcase this as well, that you have the option when setting this up, this safeguarding feature for Microsoft Teams, you do have the ability to select if you want to monitor all Teams chats or monitor all Teams channels, or go back and forth, either or. That may be something that you don't realize is an option in your settings. And on any of these new features that we're talking about today, I would highly suggest that you go to support.senso.cloud and you read through the relevant KB articles about this to be very knowledgeable about all the different settings that are in here and what you want to set up, tie into, integrate, add, not add, all of that information. And of course, we have a great support team. We always encourage you, if you need additional help outside of that, to come into our live chat, submit a ticket with us, or contact your dedicated support person. But again, a good place to gather some more information about these new features within Microsoft Teams is simply to go to support.senso.cloud and look at the KB articles associated with that. Also, for Microsoft Teams chat monitoring, we now offer the ability to get email alerts. So just like our safeguarding feature that's in there for those keyword violations, you can set it so that you can get alerts from urgent and critical categories. Again, now you can get email alerts from Teams in urgent and critical categories. This would be great for safety officers that you have set up in there, counselors, administrators, whomever is set up to be, need to get those email alerts from both the keyword side of it from Senso and also from the Microsoft Teams chat monitoring side as well. So that is an amazing feature that has been developed and is available within the portal. Okay, so the next thing I would like to talk about today is a new feature, web content filtering. Now, if you are familiar with what we offer for safeguarding, you know that we have offered keyword violation logging, the ability to select libraries that we have created pre-built in there, that you can get keyword violation alerts, everything from just the alert itself to the information based around it, a screenshot that is then analyzed by AI for the image itself to see if there's something inappropriate in the images, and then also for the information around that as far as website logs and application logs. We also, part of safeguarding is access, which used to be called ban resources, but now is called access. You have the ability to block individual websites or multiple websites, content, application, and captions. Keyword, I will remind you, is not a block, it is to raise a violation for it. Now, outside of that, we now have web content filtering that is available for both Windows and Chrome. So here is a policy, the web content policy that you would want to set up. Again, we have knowledge-based articles that will help you through this process, and I'm going to show you the libraries that are included in that. And here are those libraries. So these are lots of web content filtering that you can do within these libraries and set it up on all your devices. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to select my devices. I'm going to use the launch tool. Let's see, I'll try to open up a gambling site. Okay, if I can actually type. And I'm going to go ahead and click run, and then you'll see on there it's going to give me that nice screen that says if my big ugly head wasn't in the way, but you can see it. It says website blocked in the category of gaming. So that is sorry, gambling. I like how you corrected me, but the only person that can hear it is me. And I was like, gambling, not gaming, gambling. So you see that it is blocked it on, and it gives you the web address that is banned in the category that comes up. So that's really a nice feature to have as far as in conjunction with the keyword safeguarding that we do, but also the ability to now have these libraries of web content URLs that can be blocked on your devices. A nice another layer to our product. Okay. I always click on the wrong because I have dual monitors. You see me like I'm looking all over the place. Let me see if I missed anything. Owen, the voice in my head. Is there anything that I have missed as far as that we wanted to talk about today? Excellent. Okay, that's good. And I also want to a couple of things. One that I thought of, and that Owen just reminded me of. You'll have noticed in our logging area. Now, this was in past update, but you may not realize it, that this has all been updated as well. The logging area here gives you a lot of information as far as these data sections here, and that you can quickly switch through your top 10 users and violating devices. I'm intentionally not bringing up anything here because I don't want any appropriate words showing up, but I just wanted to introduce that the login area's got a nice refresher to it, and it changes. And there was a fix to the dates that were in here. They were for our US customers, the date format was set not incorrectly, just different, because our date format is set up different than basically everywhere in the world. So that was gone ahead and amended for our US customers. So over here, make sure that you look at this firewall rule amendment. This is something that you will want to read the information about as we are making changes to make our product better. Everything that we do is for our customers, and so we have made some changes to our turn service, and we would like our customers to make sure that they read this article, see if it pertains to you, if you need to make any firewall rule amendment changes on that. All right. I am going to look over at chat. I'm not sure who is in monitoring chat today, but I know someone from Senso is. I'm going to look over here and see if there is anything. Oh, it's Owen. Okay, good. you know, and I will say, hi, Pickle the plush. I know it's my daughter. So hi. um, I know that if you have any questions of any kind, or you would like to talk about anything new that you'd like to see us add in, or anything like that, now is the time. Really, this live stream is going to be a very short one. We just wanted to engage our community, our Senso family. We haven't had a conversation, and I think one of these in like a month, so we like to have these on the regular so that we can talk to you guys and kind of get that feedback. While I'm waiting for anybody, if they have any questions about anything, is I will also remind you, of course, you're on our YouTube channel right now, but a lot of content is starting to go up and has been going up. So make sure that you are checking our YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to get updates about when we, that notification bell icon on there if you want to get updates when we make changes to it. We have a lot of really good information, especially for our classroom management playlist. Look in there. That is a full management playlist broken into easily consumable videos that fits into everybody's kind of time schedule, so you don't have to watch a full 45-minute video of how to use it. You can just go in and watch those short little clips in there about how to use the specific tools. Now that's for classroom management. That's really great for professional development for teachers and anyone that may be a new customer learning about the tools in there. We're going to expand that out. Other playlists that will be similar to that will be created, will be those for networking. If you utilize this to monitor and manage as an IT person, that's going to get you its own playlist, and also for safeguarding, that's going to get its own playlist. But you'll notice in there, we've been uploading a lot of really great videos for installation, how to, and really expanding out those playlists to make it, very easy for you to find content. Of course, we always tie this into our KB articles. We definitely suggest that that is a great resource for you as well, to go to support.senso.cloud, read those articles, watch the videos, and then if you have any questions, you can always contact us in the support portal. All right. Okay. Um, yes, I do see that we have a chat question about Mac Client. It is being tested right now. I just yesterday got to see part of it. I'm sorry, what did I say? iOS. iOS. I'm sorry, iOS, because I was reading the chat. Yes, thank you for correcting me. iOS, the iOS part of it, I got to see some of it yesterday. It looks really nice. So the timeline on that, I would contact your customer success representative or your sales representative to get more information about the iOS client. To make sure I say it. Man, I'm saying stuff all sorts around. All, Yep. So if you are familiar with the style of how we do these and I pause like that, I promise I'm not broken. I'm listening to Owen tell me something. The Mac client is on the roadmap. It is next after this iOS. So just be patient with us on that part of it. But I know for the iOS, please contact your, like I said, your sales representative or your customer success representative and speak with them about that. So really good. I like questions coming in. If we need to talk about anything. Looks like everyone is just having a really good Friday, which is nice. I know here in the States it's spring break, so I'm really happy that people wanted to join today and hang out with us. All right, Owen, voice in my head. I did. I did remind them of the firewall rule amendments. You can see it over there. It is very important. I stress the importance of that and make sure that you're looking at that and adding that into your firewall rules, especially with anything based off of Senso. It's one of those things you want to make sure that it's running to the best of its capacity within your Senso portal, and it's very important as far as communication between your firewall and the Senso portal. So make sure that you're looking at that. Yep, I did go over that. Yep. Yep. I think that's it. I think this is one of those, it was just like, hey guys, we missed you. We've had a lot of improvements. If you were here with us on the last live stream, you know that we made a lot of improvements there. Again, all of these videos are posted onto our YouTube channel. So if you missed one and I referenced something and I wasn't there, we'll just go to that playlist and you can find the videos there and catch up on that. And you know what? I did forget to talk about something. We have a new webinar series that is going to kick off, I believe, next week. It is different than this. These are GoToMeeting webinars that we are going to have a series of these. Everything from these are more targeted, very specific for classroom teachers, safeguarding, installation, really going to kind of target in. So if you're a customer, you should have received an email that lists those webinars, and if you click on it, it'll take you to the page where you can then pull down another list and you can see all of the dates and times that are available. So it's not a one of, it's a whole series of them, so you can kind of look at your calendar or a diary, as they say in the UK. I'm getting good about remembering that. And find the day that works best for you and the training that works best for you, and you can go ahead and sign up for those, and they are go-to webinars. So please make sure you look for that email from us about that information. So good. I'm glad that I remembered that. That is something I did want to talk about. Um, Everybody's looking for Kev. That just shows how incredibly busy we are right now, which is good. This is really exciting times to be part of Senso and to start coming on board with us, because we are continually updating our product, making it better, adding more features, adding more tools. And if you have been a customer with us for any amount of time, you know that our roadmap is customer based. We really listen to you. We don't try to guess what you want. We kind of listen, this is exactly, and we do development based around that. So, okay, look for the next live stream stream, probably in about a month. Of course, please subscribe, hit that bell icon, go ahead and get notifications for not only when we're going to do these, but when we post new videos to our YouTube channel. Make sure you look for that email about our go-to webinars and anything that we've referenced today, especially the firewall rule amendment. Make sure that you're checking that out. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Have a great Friday.